All right, what's going on, guys? So many of you may know it's been a little while. Uh, there isn't a whole lot to say about where I've been and why I haven't really been streaming. Basically, I've been working on Group Iron Man stuff, and you can see my stats. We've been doing quite a bit of grinding. The long and the short of it is that a lot of these grinds are insanely boring, and streaming it just isn't very fun. So, haven't really been streaming. The mining and smithing on its own was like 2 weeks of only mining every single day. I was still like playing on my main and playing other games and stuff, but that's literally all it was just mining and smithing forever, basically. And that's just not super entertaining for you guys, and I didn't think it was worth it for me to just stream, hey, I'm gonna sit at this spot for 10 hours, rinse and repeat. So that's the main thing there. It's the main reason why I haven't been streaming, is that while I have been playing on this account quite a bit, just haven't had that much that I thought would be worth streaming, unfortunately. I tried streaming some of the early Group Iron stuff, and the reality is that it just wasn't very well received. I think the first 2 or 3 streams I did was like sub 10 viewers, which again, that doesn't matter to you guys, but it matters to me. And it just isn't worth me streaming this when, one, it's not very interesting, and two, there's other games that I'm playing that I do find to be a bit more interesting. So yeah, it's the main reason why I haven't been streaming, and it's the main reason why you haven't seen a ton of content come out, is that this is what I've been working on, and this is just insanely time consuming in terms of, how much effort I can actually put into putting out videos while also maintaining the amount of progress I want to put in here. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on with me and my account, and just how much I've been playing and all that. I have been playing every single day on this account. So yeah, I'm still here, I'm still active, but that's kind of the deal there. Now, in terms of what you guys can expect to be on the channel moving forward, as I'm going through the early game, there are a lot of issues I've noticed with the early game, and just a lot of things that I find to be pretty concerning. So the fixing the new player experience, you're going to see more videos along those lines, because I've just found quite a few problems with the new player experience that I want to talk about, and maybe make suggestions to Jagex about what they should do about it. I know some of you have probably seen that Jagex tweeted, oh, if you want to fix the new player experience, or if there's a major flaws with the new player experience, here's a survey, tell us. So since I'm a content creator, I figured I'll just make videos about it. That seems like it would be a better use of my time specifically. Beyond that, the free-to-play account, that is still going to be a series that I am working on. I've just literally been devoting all of my free time towards this account. So once this account gets to a place where I don't have a million hardcore grinds to do, we're probably going to start uploading for the free-to-play account again. So my guess is it's going to be about a week or two before a video comes out for the free-to-play account. If I remember correctly, I need to get 86 archaeology and relatively high crafting. I think I'm going to get my crafting to 65. But once I do those two things, I'm not going to have to devote anywhere near as much time to just AFK. Okay, let's do, 100 hours of this thing. That's not really going to be a thing anymore. I'll be able to just do, some PvPing here, some Slayer there, more basic, less time consuming stuff. More importantly, that stuff's going to be a lot more interesting to stream. So yeah, that's when you can expect more content for that account. I imagine most of you aren't going to find it ultra interesting, but it is a series that I want to put together, and that I think is important to have put together. So it is something I'm going to work on either way. As players are getting into their Group Ironmans, and just as new players may or not be starting the game, having a resource that explains where they should be going and what they should be doing, I think is really important. The other aspect of the free-to-play account that I want to touch on is whether or not you guys want me to keep it strictly free-to-play from a content perspective. So one thing that I said I was going to do was I was going to make all of the money on free to play, which is totally feasible. It's pretty time consuming, but in about a week, I would have enough money for a bond. So the question I have for you guys is, does that matter to you? You know, do you want to actually wait however much time it is for me to complete those grinds, at least the money grinds? Or would you rather me just put a bond on the account and say, you know, hey, this is the way you should actually train it? I'm undecided on what I think would be better. So I just wanted to ask you guys that, and you guys can let me know. My current thinking is that for the initial bond, it's probably fine to do that and just put that on the account so I could, you know, get on and start introducing new players to the members, things that they need to start basically immediately. But yeah, haven't decided. So just let me know what you guys think about that. Besides that, there aren't too many guides that are coming out just because there's not a whole lot of content that I haven't already made guides for. I do plan on putting out something for Croesus at some point. I don't know how much demand there is for a Croesus guide at this point, but if you want to see Croesus content, let me know. And that is something I can put out relatively quickly. I'm just unsure of whether or not people even want to watch that at this point. Again, my RuneScape content is for you guys. It's to help you guys learn. So if there are those of you out there who, you know, are struggling with Croesus, haven't gotten your kills yet, or just don't feel super comfortable there, let me know. You can expect a Croesus guide to come out, you know, if I get enough reception there. I think that's it for this update. The next video you guys are going to see is going to be part of the fixing the new player experience, and it's going to focus largely on the leveling curves for a lot of skills. I'm sure a lot of you guys have played through a group iron and even noticed that certain skills you level extremely quickly, like Hunter. I did a Hunter in 2 days to get to 75 for Big Game Hunter. That's fine. That's not a bad thing, but it just feels weird that a relatively unimportant skill like Hunter, I can get it done in 2 days, and then Divination is weeks/months. You're not even supposed to really train the skill until 60 because you don't need any of the energy prior to 60. So that type of thing is a little bit weird and something I would want to see addressed on Jagex's end. So I will make a more in-depth video where I talk about basically all of the examples of this happening where, oh, a skill is either really easy to train and it probably shouldn't be, or a skill is really hard to train, it probably shouldn't be, or, oh, it's kind of weird that the optimal way to train Hunter, for instance, is, you know, you do the birds right outside of Uglog until 30 and then sit at Whirligigs for literally the rest of your life. Like, that does not seem correct to me and is not something that I think should exist in the way it does. That's something that I would want to see fixed. So yeah, that's what you can expect the next video to be. I plan on making a few videos going over different aspects of the new player experience. I'm going to have another video coming out that talks about quest rewards and, you know, marking certain quests a little bit differently so that new players know that, hey, you really should be doing this quest. That's the next thing I plan on doing. So you can expect those 2 videos to come out within the next week. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't have a ton of other videos planned. If you guys want to see progress on the group iron, and I talk about all of the stuff that I've done up until this point, and I talk about where we're at and what the immediate goals are, I can make a short update video on that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously, I haven't been streaming, but hopefully that's going to be different relatively soon. I am excited to finally be done with a lot of these more boring grinds so we can do some of the more interesting stuff. Obviously, I'm doing Barrows right now, and it's because Barrows is pretty comically easy with Necromancy. I am 666, which isn't particularly low, but the fact that we can do Barrows with 66 Necro is pretty unheard of, I feel like. So, and I've been doing this since, I want to say 60, which is probably the lowest I would do Barrows at. I got a ghost task, so I am doing barrows as a way to train my slayer and to hopefully get the necklace. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow, but if not, definitely the day after. Okay, bye.